in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Badgers will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Wants to throw. It's Mims. Finds his tight end. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Sets up the screen. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Looking for room. It's Soto. Oh, better look out. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. To the ground. He's got it again. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to throw, it's Mims. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Illinois! First score of the game goes up.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
and he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will go to work for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football. I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Badger!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running back searching for a hole. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air. It's Mims. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Wow, you just don't see that a lot. Pass interference negating a pick 6. What a costly penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Soto. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After that earlier interception, they want to make sure this guy gets his rhythm back.
Yeah, and sometimes when he loses confidence, he's just He's also not going to push the ball down the field. He doesn't want to make a mistake, and that's a tough life. You want your quarterback to play free and not worry about making that.
Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, fighting Illini. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 7 over Rice. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pulls it in on the right. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Handoff to the lone back. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Fighting Illini using that big run to get momentum going. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
To the air, it's Mims. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Bunch formation for these receivers. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Back to pass, it's Mims. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot.
Turning it on! At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll try the run. And some room to work. Nice move there. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Illinois can be aggressive here on second and short. They go right back to it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking for a man, it's Mims. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We knew this defense was going to be physical in this game. How about that hit on the tight end after a nice gainer preventing him from getting the first down?
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. And everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And it's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at quarterback unless you get the first part secured first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the catch. It's Wren. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
That receiver is going to think twice about running that same route again as this game goes on because he just got lit up. I'm not even sure how he held on to that ball.
Looking for a man. It's Mims. The sure hands. It's Jackson. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Nestles it in at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're working that left side. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parker. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They want to run it left here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Badger.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense.
offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Mims. Grab near the marker, it's Soto. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy passing catch. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Soto. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Got it! They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here's an open space downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Badgers come to the line on third down trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. Here's the handoff. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Looking downfield, it's Mims. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. He's got the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Going to swing it on second down. caught in the backfield. It's Soto. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 21 over Ole Miss. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and depleting the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Give to the single back. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to blow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Now they're going to throw it. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. A design run for the quarterback. Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. He'll go to the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
And the Badgers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badger! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Gives it on the option. Nice move there. Just keeps moving. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Illinois right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Mims. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown Illini.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. So a drive there of 85 yards. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give as they work on that clock. Makes it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Leaves it with the running back. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Badgers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Mims. A little release to the back. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Soto. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the catch at the 20. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Soto. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. caught. Close to the marker, it's Jackson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Illinois!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodge. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Working that left side now. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
He's got it and still on his feet. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads.